we're gonna just be talking a little bit about some stuff that's been going on and addressing some things, but I prefer if everyone listens and like understands, and like if people want to help like spread the what's it called, spread what I'm about to say to like I don't know, other people that might not be watching the stream at the moment, or that might not be around for, I don't know, or might not understand. It would help if I could, you know, get this message out clearly. It's not anything like really, really bad, but I just want to make like some things clear, if that's okay. Like, just to avoid any confusion in the future, and to like, you know, be transparent as possible, because I care about you guys a lot. I love you guys a lot, and I really love my community. So I feel like I owe it to you to be as straightforward as possible, and to like let you know like my opinions and like, you know, what I'm comfortable with, right? It's understandable, I hope. So, I wanted to talk about some things and make a few lines more clear with me and you. I've seen a lot of my friends, unfortunately, been under some, I don't know how to call it, heat due to their community and fans, and I'm kind of worried on their behalf, but also worried for us, because my priority is myself, of course, and I want to make myself the most comfortable I can be whenever I stream and when I hang out with you all. And I never want to get to a point where it feels uncomfortable for me to interact with you, right? And that's never been the case. I'm not saying like I've ever been at that point, but I never wanted to be at that point. And what I've just been seeing happening to some of my other friends or like other people throughout like the past half year, I'd say, has been like worrying, I guess. And I just want to make sure like we're all on the same page. I want all of my streams to be as comfortable for as many people as possible, but I know that's not entirely possible, since we have different flavors and palettes for the content that we enjoy. Like, I play a lot of different things, do a lot of different things, but I do want to say that I'm doing my best for all of you, and that's never going to change. I'm always going to keep trying my best, because, you know, you guys have given me so much, and you guys deserve, you know, my full attention and efforts. That's why I work like really hard every day to make you guys happy, and to make myself happy, and to make this, you know, super enjoyable, right? But what I do want to say is that I've seen how bad it can be. Like, some communities out there, or like or viewers, can get to a point of behaving disrespectfully or over the top with their opinions on other streamers or livers. And I've seen a few things about some viewers say that, you know, their favorite streamer or their oshi has made them sad, or that they felt cheated on when they interact with another streamer that they don't like, or that they want alone time with the streamer or something. And I don't know, that behavior has unfortunately like prevented a potential collab with a friend of mine who wanted to do like a certain collab with me. And I didn't even know that they wanted to do this, like, you know, this thing with me until I heard about that gatekeeping, I guess, or I'm not sure how to describe it, but it sucks to know that like we were going to collab something, right? And it got prevented because their community like didn't want me to interact with them in that way, right? So that just makes me a little sad to know, but it's understandable. Like, whatever they want to do is what they want to do. But all I want to say is that I know a lot of guildies understand this, but I just want to make it very clear. I feel like I don't ever want to get to a point where people control who I get to play games with or collab with. And I'm not saying you guys do that. It's never gotten to that point. But what games I want to play for my own enjoyment and for your enjoyment, I never want it to see like anybody say I can't do that, right? Or say like, no, you can't play with this other streamer, right? And that seems really rude. And the fact that I've seen other people say that has been kind of... it feels bad to see. Like, I just want everyone to understand that all of us want to play with each other and do what makes us happy above all else while trying to share that happiness with you all. And I mean, that's the beauty of it, right? That we all enjoy together. And if it's something that you don't like, then you don't need to watch it, right? You don't need to watch the live broadcast or the stream, right? If it's another person that you don't enjoy watching, then just don't watch it. If it makes sense. It's like the same thing for the people... Okay, think about it like this. It's the same thing for people that don't like watching horror games, right? Or watching my horror streams. They're too scared, or they don't like the content, or it's too bloody, or it's too, like, you know, uncomfortable. Then they can choose not to watch it, right? It's the same thing. If there's a person that you just don't like for whatever reason, or don't want to see me collab with, then just don't watch the stream, right? Then you can also just choose not to watch. But what I just want to say is you can't stop me, or like people can't stop other streamers from playing or having fun with their friends, is why I want to make clear, right? Do you guys understand me? Like, it makes sense, right? Like, it seems kind of rude to be like, no, you can't play with this person, or you can't do this with that person. And it's like, it just seems odd. It just seems odd. But I want to be able to hang out with who I want, and I want to be able to talk with who I want, and I want to have my own comforts with each and every friend that I make, and I will always establish my boundaries or lines when a friend oversteps, and that has rarely ever happened, ever. I love my friends. They're all awesome people, and they've been nothing but nice to me every day, so nobody has to worry about that, and I'll communicate with them if anything ever makes me feel off, which again, never really happens, because my friends, all the people I surround myself with, are very respectful people and understand what's too much and what isn't. So you don't need to worry about who I interact with. And I surely hope that no one tries to tell me not to interact with certain friends of mine, because they're my friends and they make me happy, and I love them just as much as I love my community, you guys. And that's why I don't mind having like these cute ships with other VTubers that you guys draw or talk about on your own time. It's really cute, and I enjoy seeing the fan art. Some people might not like it, then that's okay. You don't have to look at it, right? There's a block button for a reason, or there's a mute button for a reason. So, but it gets to be a problem if people fight each other over that type of stuff, or shove it in other people's faces. I think that's like another thing that I wanted to talk about really quick. And it's that recently I heard about some people being inconsiderate with the Vox though, or like mine and Vox's ship to other streamers. And I just want to make it clear to everybody that, again, I've said this before, but please don't mention other streamers or myself on other people's streams. If they don't mention them first, guys, it's important etiquette that's common with me and other EN people. When I hear other people going into other streamers' chats and talking about me, or talking about both me and Vox, or just me, it just doesn't make me happy. And it disappoints me, if anything, because it inconveniences the streamer and their community or the chat, right? And there's a time and place for everything. Like, how do I put this? Imagine this, okay? Imagine this. I'm streaming, and we're talking about pancakes, right? And then let's say another group of people come in and they start talking about waffles. And they keep talking about waffles when no one really asked, or it doesn't contribute to our pancake conversation. You see what I mean? It just makes things uncomfortable for me, and it just makes it awkward for the chat. It's like, if I'm trying to explain it in a bare bones way, that's like the best comparison that I can make. Now, like, think about yourself in a situation where we're just playing a game on stream, or maybe people come in from like another streamer's community and talk just about them, unrelated to what I'm doing, right? It's just weird, champ. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is because it's happened before to my friends, and I don't want that to be the case, and hopefully more people are aware of this, because I'd really hate for something fun or cute that's supposed to just be enjoyed from fans, like shipping our characters together, to be seen in a negative light, right? Because I genuinely enjoy seeing those, you know, just those ships with my friends, and I don't want it to like cause trouble for other people, right? I really don't, and I'd really like to kindly ask for those of you that understand, it's just like proper etiquette. Let's not bring up if it's unrelated and out of context, to not bring it up in other people's chats. And the same thing goes for here. Like, you know, best not to bring something up that's unrelated into our chat. Like, I don't want to cause trouble for anyone else's streams, and I don't want our community or our chat to feel awkward when someone else is brought up out of context in our chats for no related reason, right? But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say, because I've just seen some stuff recently, and I wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page. And guildies, you guys are really mature. You guys understand like when to pull it back, right? Or like you understand when I'm trying to make a point here, and I feel like this is important, and you guys get it, right? No one's angry about this. I feel like there's no reason to be angry about something like this, because it's like, you know, I'm just trying to let you know what my comforts are, and what I think we as a community should do moving forward, so that it doesn't like cause any trouble for people in the future, or like doesn't, you know, get a little overboard with you know, the what's it called? So it doesn't just get overboard with limiting my interactions with friends and stuff like that, because I think that's the last thing I want to see, and that's something I was worried about, is like, you know, people trying to say, no, you can't do this with X, Y, and Z person, or you can't play this with X, Y, and Z person, because I don't think that's fair to me, right? Because if it ever gets to that point, I feel like you're prioritizing yourself more than you care about like my own happiness or like what I want to do. And I'd hate to think that, you know? It's just like I've seen it happen to other friends before, and I don't want it to ever happen to me, right? So yeah, I know it's a lot. I know it was a lot to get through, but I just wanted to mention all of this right now, so that everybody understands, and that they completely get like where I'm coming from, and hopefully there's no like negative, there's nothing negative like I'm trying to like convey here. Like, I'm not trying to say you guys are doing bad or whatever. I'm trying to say like what we can do better going forward, and to like avoid any potential like problems, and so that we don't have, you know, any misunderstandings, or like have our community be uncomfortable in the future. And that's the last thing I want, right? Yeah, okay. All right. See, this is why I love you guys. This was such an easy conversation to have. Man, like, I love you guys so much. Mwah. Like, thank you so much for being understanding. It means the world to me that everybody like understands where I'm coming from here. Like, it's important, right, to talk about these things. I feel like it's my duty to like you know, make sure that's clear, right? How I am with other people, you might not like how I am with one other streamer versus another is different, but that's how we are. That's how I might interact with them. If you don't like it, or if you don't like the person, then hey, you just don't watch it, right? It's that easy. You just don't watch it. But you know, I don't think it should ever get to a point where you just say no, you can't do that, or you can't hang out with this person. So I hope it never gets there. That's like the last thing I'd ever want. All right. But sorry for you know, going a little bit off of you know, the usual end of stream like chill talk, but I really wanted to say that real quick before we hopped off for tonight, because I really care about you guys. I love you guys so much that like I felt like it would feel disingenuous, I'd say, if I weren't, you know, if I weren't bringing myself to talk about this. It'd feel like I'd be rude on my part if I were never to like, you know, bring up something like this, or like to not talk about it. So that's why I wanted to talk about it, right? Like, I really do love you guys a lot, and you guys mean the world to me. You're my community. You guys are like my priority. for real. So that's why I want to make sure like everybody understands where I'm coming from in the best way possible. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah. I hope that is clear for everyone that watches this part of the stream, or like if it like, you know, if people like, you know, post this part somewhere to like spread the message a bit, that's understood, because I just want to make sure that's understood to as many people in our community as possible, and hopefully that's received well. I really want to make sure it's received well. All right. Also, Hypners, thank you for the 50 tier 1 gift subs, dude. And Kini, thank you for the dono. And Cece, thank you for the dono too. And Miyagi, thank you for the dono. Mwah. Sorry for the Sages that what? And made it awkward. I'm not saying anybody made it awkward or you guys made me sad. I'm just saying like what's it? I've seen like, you know, stuff that's happened before in like other streamers chats, like, you know, it's not cool for them. It's like I think it's better like we talk about this now so it gets prevented in the future. Like it's like etiquette, you know, don't bring up other streamers. That's why you see a lot of other streamers have it in their like rules, right? In their like guidelines to not talk about other people unless they bring it up first, right? But I think that's something that gets like overlooked often and like people don't see often. So I'm just reiterating that right now. The last thing we want to see is you getting hurt or upset. As long as you're feeling happy and relaxed, we'll feel happy too. See, that makes me really glad, and I'm trying my best to you know, make sure you guys feel the same way. That's why it's important to have these kinds of talks, right? So that we can understand and grow from it. Hopefully people understand, and I apologize to any other community out there that might have been like inconvenienced in some way from us, like because of like what I talked about. Yeah, like hopefully it never happens again, but at least it's out there now, right? And we understand